One day, everything stops. Your phone stops ringing. Your plans stop mattering. People speak about you in past tense. And the real pain is never about money or success. The real pain is realizing how much you left unsaid. That is the moment most people are not ready for. A few years ago, I did a mental exercise that changed how I look at life. I imagined myself lying on my deathbed, not dramatically, but realistically. Weak body, slow breath. Time almost finished. Then I imagined the important people in my life entering the room one by one. My parents, my children, my friends, people I loved deeply, people I assumed already knew how I felt. I had to speak to them as if this was the last chance. And something unexpected happened. My voice started breaking. Tears came without warning. My chest felt heavy. I was not afraid of dying. I was mourning something else. I was mourning the love I never fully expressed, the gratitude I kept locked inside, the words I delayed for someday. That exercise showed me a hard truth. Most people do not regret their actions. They regret their silence. They regret assuming there would always be more time. When the exercise ended, I was emotionally exhausted. But after the emotions cleared, clarity appeared. I knew what truly mattered. I knew who mattered. And I understood something powerful. Death does not reduce the value of life. Death gives life urgency. From that day, I decided to stop leaving things unsaid. I stopped assuming people knew how I felt. I chose to live as if time was limited, because it is. Years later, when my mother was dying in a hospital, I held her hand and said everything. I told her thank you. I told her I loved her. I told her she mattered. My grief was intense, but it was clean. There were no unfinished conversations. Before my father passed away, I wrote him letters and poems. His illness made communication difficult, but he had my words. One day he called me and said, "Maybe I was not such a bad father after all." That single sentence was worth more than years of silence. Pretending you will live forever quietly damages your life. It lowers your intensity. It makes you lazy with love, goals, and truth. Just like a game without an ending loses meaning, a life without awareness of death loses depth. Without an end, there is no urgency. Without urgency, there is no real living. We keep postponing our lives. We say someday, I will start. Someday, I will say it. Someday, I will become serious. That someday never comes. Confronting your mortality does not make you fearful. It wakes you up. It makes you bold. People who live deeply do not fear death because they are too busy being alive. Do not wait for a hospital room to tell the truth. Do not wait for loss to express love. Say it now. Act now. Live now. Because those who are not busy being born are quietly busy dying.